Hey, Drew James here from LearnGuitarInLondon.com, and I'm playing a fingerstyle arrangement of Run by Snow Patrol. So this was a massive hit back in the 2000s, and I think it's really withstood the test of time, so I like to do fingerstyle arrangements for songs that are at that caliber, especially ballads. So this song, what you need to know, there's two things. First of all, there's a lot more, well, not a lot more, but half the amount to what I just played there. So it is a much bigger arrangement than this. And to access that and to access the tab, you need to join the student area over at my website, LearnGuitarInLondon.com. It's completely free to join the student area of my site. It just takes a name and an email address. You'll then be sent a password and you can then access the tab lecture from there, and you can access the second part of this video. It's going to be in two halves because it's quite a big song, and you can learn the ending and the midsection as well. So join the student area, just click on the link in the video right now or the link in the video description, and I'll see you inside for the rest of the song and to learn the tab. I am going to be referencing the tab throughout the recording of this, so please make sure you've got that. Let's start learning it. So here's how this is going to work. I'm going to teach you the fingerstyle rule on the right hand, and then I'm always going to play 2 bars in advance. And that shows you how to do them, and then I'm going to break it down what I'm doing. I'm going to expect you to know some common chords. Those chords are A minor, G, F major 7, and a C. But we're going to be doing things to those chords as we go. Hopefully you know those chords. If you're doing a fingerstyle instrumental, you should know those chords pretty well already. So let's just talk about the fingerstyle rule very quickly. Your thumb always plays the top 3 strings, E, A and D. The index plays the G string, middle finger plays the B, and ring finger plays the E. So that's E, A, D, G, B, E. Eddie 8, Dynamite, Goodbye, Eddie. Okay, so let's do the first. I'm going to play the first 2 bars. Listen. Okay. So, I'm starting with an A minor chord, first fret on the B string, middle finger on the second fret on the D and the G. And you're going to pinch, thumb on the A string and index and middle. Okay, pinching means pulling 3 strings at the same time. Then I'm going to use my ring finger to play the bottom string, which is open, 3 times. Okay, easy enough so far, right? If you find that you're getting, then just push your wrist forwards and on your fingertips. And then you're just going to play thumb on the A string and ring finger pinching, and then with the little finger that's spare, you're going to go to the 3rd fret on the B string. You can lift up the rest of the A minor if you want to. And then you're going to play that 3 times with your middle finger. So far we've got notice I'm leaving my A minor held down. I suggest you do the same and just put the little finger there. Now, the transition, take the little finger, leave it where it is, lift up everything else, and put your ring finger on the 3rd fret on the thickest string. So you've got 3rd fret on the B and 3rd fret on the thickest. You could use that if you want to, but I suggest you use your ring finger. It doesn't feel too strong initially, but it gets better over time. Then, this time you're pinching the thickest string, index and middle. Okay? Then lift up the little finger, so you're not there for long. Then middle, middle, middle. So far we've got A minor, pinch again, lift up pinky and play it. Then pinch again, so we're going to push on now into bar 2, thumb on the thickest string, middle finger pinch. Then with the middle finger on your fretting hands, you're going to hold down the 2nd fret on the G string and play it 3 times. So I'll repeat that. And all of bar 2 where it says G. Okay, so I'm going to recap, and this recap is actually similar to what happens next in bar 3, where it's the same. Then it's bar 3, it's the same. Then into bar 4, it's the same. but then stop there when you get to the pinch on the G and the B string. Now, you've got your little finger spare. So with your little finger, you can tuck it underneath the ring, because preferably you want to leave this held down, and then you're going to play that, the 3rd fret on the A string, twice with your thumb. And that's the beginning of the melody. And then play the open string underneath. So bar 4 is... Okay, so now I'm going to play bar 1 to 4 at full speed. 3 and 4 and... Okay, cool. It can't hurt to do accents, louder picks on the first beats of the bar. So the pinches. Loud. Just a little thing there if you're finding that quite easy. So now we're into bar 5. Make an A minor chord, that 2nd fret on the D and the G string. Well, you've already had A minor, I've shown you that in bar 1. Okay, so now you're going to be thumb on the A string and index finger, pinching those two, then index by itself. In fact, I'll play bar 5 and 6 like I said I would first. Okay, so we have an A minor, pinch it, thumb and index, then do the same pinch again, thumb and index, then lift up middle finger to do a 0, then play thumb on the A string, 0, and then index. So there's not much fretting, just lift up the middle finger in your A minor. Then bring the ring finger back to the 3rd fret on the thickest string, emulating a G chord. Play that, then skip your thumb down to the D string, then index, then D. Thumb, thumb on the D, index, thumb on the D. Then play this thumb again on the thickest, then tuck that pinky underneath, like we had earlier, on the 3rd fret on the A string, and then play it twice, then play the string below, like we did before. So 5 and 6 again, here we go, and... Then, into bar 7, it's the same as bar 5, so the A minor again. But this time, we've just got the 2nd fret on the A string. So we're going... Okay, good so far? Other than that, it's exactly the same. So bar 5 is... And then bar 7, just that note is different. Then you go up to your G, as normal. For bar 8, it's exactly the same. Thumb on the thickest, thumb on the D, index, thumb on the D, thumb. Then 2 3s again, tuck the little finger underneath. So you can see it's quite repetitive. So I'm now going to do bars 5 to 8, the verses. 3, 4. Okay, moving into bar 9 and 10. Have a listen. Okay, so as you can see, bar 9 is the same as bar 5 and the same as bar 5. So you're doing the A minor again, you're pinching it, then index, pinch again, then lift up middle, thumb on index, so I've already shown you that. Then come to the G again, do what you normally do for the first half of the G, like we did in bar 6, so it's thumb, thumb on index, thumb, skip thumb, index, thumb. Then this time, with the middle finger, hold down the 2nd fret on the D, then lift it up, then 3rd fret on the A with the pinky finger. So we go, and all of bar 10. Then make an A minor. Okay, I'll do bar 9 and 10 first to recap. So then to A minor, picking, thumb on the A, thumb on the D, index, thumb on the D, pinching, thumb and middle on the A, then thumb on the D, index, thumb. you're looking at the tab, it's quite easy to follow. You're just picking an A minor. Okay, you're then changing to your G, 3rd fret on the thickest string, picking as written, so thumb on the thickest, thumb on the D, index, thumb on the D, pinching thumb and middle, tuck your little finger underneath on the 3rd fret on the A string, play it twice. So that's the same as bar 8, the bar directly above it. Okay, apart from you don't have this pinch on the thumb and B string. So I'll now do bars 11 and 12. And then that's a repeat symbol, those 2 dots at the end of bar 12, which takes you back to bar 5, the 2nd line. It's a perfect place to show you the recap now. So I'll go from bar 12 into bar 5. So, in bar 11, where you do the A minor, the 2nd time round, this is the repeat that we just did, you skip out bracketed 1. If you look at the above bar 12, you'll see a little 1 with a dot after it and a little line. You're going to skip that out and instead go to bar 13, where you're doing your G with the thumb on the ring finger on the thickest string and pinky finger on the thinnest string on the bottom string. You're going to play this, it's a slightly different variation, thumb on the thickest, thumb on the D, index, thumb on the D, pinching thumb, middle and ring finger playing the bottom string, then thumb on the D, index, thumb on the D. So I'm going to join from bar 11 into bar 13. Then we're into the chorus. We're making a C chord, that's index finger on the 1st fret on the B string, middle finger on the 2nd fret on the D, and ring finger on the 3rd fret on the A. And you're going to basically pick that C chord. This is the next 2 bars, 14 and 15. Okay, so let's do that, show you the breakdown there. So you make your C, thumb on the A, thumb on the D, middle, middle, thumb on the A, thumb on the D, index, index. And staying on your C, thumb on the A, thumb on the D, index, middle. Then pinch thumb on the A and middle, pinky finger down to the 3rd fret on the B string, preferably whilst holding down your C, play that note with your middle, then thumb on the A, then middle. I'll do that bar again, 15. So 14 to 15. Then, changing, I'll do the next 2 bars. So you're making a G chord this time. So that's middle finger on the 2nd fret on the A, ring finger on the 3rd fret on the thickest string. You're going to play down the chord, thumb, 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 index. Then pinching thumb and index, thumb on the thickest string. Skip thumb down to D, then index, then thumb. There you go, okay. Moving into bar 17, onto page 2. Put your pinky finger down onto the 3rd fret on the B string. Pinch it, thumb and middle, then middle again, then middle. Then 1st fret, like normal, well, like you're doing a C chord. You see my index and pinky finger swapping roles. Then back with the pinky, then ring finger, then thumb on thickest, then ring finger. Okay, so 16 and 17. Next 2 bars, 18 and 19. So you're going back to an A minor from here. you're picking that A minor down the chord, thumb on A, thumb on D, index middle, then pinching thumb and middle, thumb on the bass note, then thumb on D, index, thumb on D. So this is bar 18. Staying with your A minor, pinch, thumb and middle, then middle, and middle again, then index. Then pinching again, then pinky finger on the 3rd fret on the thinnest string, play that, then thumb on the bass note on the A, and then middle again. Watch my pinky finger go down. You see it's down, cancelling out this finger, but I'm not going to lift that finger up, it's just not worth it, okay? So, bars 18 and 19. And finally, bars 20 and 21. So from the A minor, we're lending ourselves to an F major 7 style chord. That's 1st fret on the B string, middle finger on the 2nd fret on the G, and ring finger on the 3rd fret on the D string. And as a little hint, you're going to need to bring your thumb over and hold down the thickest string on the 1st fret, although that is optional. So when you get to bar 20, you're going to be making this chord, but also your little finger that's been doing this a lot on these strings is going to be holding down the 3rd fret also on the B string, cancelling out the index. So you're going to play those, and then it's optional. You can flick, which means dig your pinky finger and flick it away to reveal to this, or you could go and go pinch, thumb and middle, then index, then so pinch, then middle, whilst lifting up the pinky finger, then index, thumb on the D string. Then thumb over, this is optional though, on thickest string, then thumb on D, index, thumb on D. The other way of doing this, so you just return to the D string, but I quite like putting in this note. And then into bar 21 with that thumb over, we go thumb on the thickest, thumb on the D, index, thumb on the D, middle, index, all the while holding down this chord, this F major 7, without the pinky. Let's do those 20 and 21 again. And if that's too hard with the thumb, then this. So you're replacing the thumb with this note here, which is an F, this ring finger. Okay, and that is all you're going to get in part 1. Don't forget to sign up to the student area to see part 1 and obviously get the tab.